Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon wherever you're at. Najumu here, and welcome back to even more Tavern Talk. So, there has been a lot of stories that has been happening interchangeably. One being, for example, the star shower that caused a bit of damage in the town where our innkeeper lives in, as well as a spat between two very, very angry ghosts, as well as other things, but more importantly, character development. Yes, so we got some good character development when it comes to the cast, and last time around, it focused a little bit on Blaze slash Kumo slash Malachite slash... I keep saying how many names this guy has, but please give us your real name, man. I look forward to the day that we actually get his proper actual name, right? I look forward to that day. And apparently he's getting a thing with might be an item. He might be an item with Fable. Pretty interesting. He is the complete opposite of Fable. Fable being this bundle of nerves. They are always a bundle of nerves whenever we talk to them. But they've been slowly but surely gaining the courage in order to go out and adventure and interact with more people. And that is a good thing. So we as the innkeeper are doing a fantastic job, to say the least. Anyway, let's look at the chat. Let's say Lindsay is here. Hello, Lindsay. Good evening. And Rayquaza, as per usual, good morning. You're doing well. Alrighty, without further ado, let's continue, shall we? Okay, so we are in Act 3 right now. I don't know how many acts the game has, but probably... maybe 4? Who knows? We'll see. Oh, I also forgot. Last time around, we managed to have a bit of an interlude with some of the characters from Monster Pro. Yeah. Oh, he's back. It's Iniko. Sup, my fellow Enigma? Sup? I don't find you that difficult to comprehend. That's what they all think. How's it going? Hopping? Running? Good. Why? I've had a pretty relaxing morning so far. The tsunami didn't do too much damage to my roof. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a big flood that happened too. Man, this town has been getting all kinds of natural disasters. What next? A volcano? Not to mention, I'm very thankful for the comfort I can provide in these difficult times. And for the wonderful customers that keep showing up at my inn. Got a pretty good one today already. You're welcome. But a tsunami, huh? So that's what that was. Cool. Sucks that I was busy playing a round of Magic the Scattering. Make me miss the whole thing. I would have loved to surf those waves. I'm sure you would have had a grand old time. Maybe next flood. You think I should start the next one on purpose? No. Aw, come on. This place has made you lame. I'd like my tavern to keep standing, and the people around it as well. Like I said, lame. You got anything interesting to say? I have an interesting question. Shoot. Have you seen Melly anywhere? She's gone missing. Ooh, that pocket-sized detective? Sure did. Several times even. Were any of them recently? I would say so. I think the last time was 2 days ago? I was chilling in the moon swamp. I just tested that witch's spa good old boy recommended. Met some lost travelers on the way back and was giving them the conversation of their lives. The cat rudely interrupted my business pitch. Made them run off without a single handshake. Little snitch. What were you selling? Hair growth cocktails, inspired by your little things. You drink them, your hair grows. Fast? Well, fast, schmast, past. It'll grow eventually. You just gotta have some patience. I see. So Melly at the moon swamp. Where exactly did you see her? On the way to the moon pools, duh. Where the paths diverge and nature tries to lead you astray from its shimmering reflections in the water. Isn't that near one of the Twilight Chasm portals? Oh yeah! That means she got a fresh opportunity to go surfing. Good for her! What a positive outlook on things. I don't think that's gonna be good at all. Oh no. Always good to have one of those. After all that matters in life is fun, right? I don't know about that. Life is full of many beautiful and important things. Not all of them are fun. They should be. At least for me. Don't care what you're up to. Oh, this guy's so rude. What's wrong with you, man? Speaking of fun, been wondering, do you think I should explore the Twilight Chasm? Do you want to? Yeesh. It sounds exciting, especially since I've never been there before. They say it's like just like Avalon but reversed, with a different color scheme and all that. Do you enjoy Avalon? Sometimes. Haven't been home in ages. Let me tell you, as soon as those portals opened up, I was out of there. Running from the pesky consequences? You got it. Been wondering what a nightmare version of Gaia looks like. That's what they call it, right? Avalon's the dream, the Twilight Chasm's the nightmare, Gaia's like waking up. Probably doesn't look too different from the Sealy Accord, am I right? Couldn't tell you. So you claim. But I know a fellow scam artist when I see one. In the mirror? You got him there. Oh, you think you're funny, don't you? Well, you're hilarious. High five, bud? No. Bummer. Anyway, with your obviously non-existent, only hypothetical, plane traveling experience, do you think I should take a trip down the horrors of memory and melancholia? I don't think you should. It sounds fun in theory, I admit, but exposing yourself to nightmares will not bear the revelations you are looking for. Perhaps keep searching in Gaia. You might find something that resembles meaning. Ugh, what a cringe way to say you think I'd eat it if I tried. Guess this gray place will have to do for a little longer then. It's not that gray. You just need some time to warm up to the colors. Whatever you say. Fascinating advice, Innkeeper. If I cared more, I'd probably say it says something about you. I mean, I did say it, so... Luckily for you, this is already boring me. Then how about a drink to keep you with me a little longer? We're on the same wavelength today, dude. Yeah, hit me with one of those. Something for those waves in my brain, so I can keep my interest a little longer. I'll mix up something real quick. Man. You know, being an innkeeper and having all sorts of people, especially those who come in and act like they're pompous, pretentious jerks, and you have to be like doing your best in order to control your emotions. Gotta say, it's hard. I would pretty much say it's the same when it comes to customer service overall. Customer service, these people, they are like the unsung heroes. They are pretty much the unsung heroes. So much respect to them. Anyway, let's see. He wants something with more brain power. Which drink are we going to look for? We have Peak Sunrise. What else? We have... Oh, we can use Sparking Nebula too. Yeah, why not? Let's go for some Sparking Nebula. Hold on, let's find something that may boost this a little bit more. Oops, sorry. Put that in here. Oh. Nah, that's too much. Let me see. Maybe we may not need it, but oh, this is too much. Hold on. We could try something like this, right? There we go. And now we can actually have a little bit more charisma. Oh, there we go. Oh. It has to be a recipe that fits. Oh. Let me see. Maybe a little bit. A little bit here. Oh. A little bit here. Ah. And I can't put that in here? Okay. Yeah, you drink it back up. Put a little bit here. And where's that? Where's that? Where's the shield? Got a little bit here. I guess we'll get rid of that. I will do it the traditional way, I guess. We shall do it the traditional way. Alright. Let me put this over here. And have this. There we go. Yeah, we shouldn't overcomplicate things. Quick-witted and mischievous, just like you. Sick. This is lit. I'll give you that. Thank you. Oh, she's back. Welcome back, Paya. Thank you. How was your road trip? It was. We stopped at my spot and did mud masks. And did you help them find a way back home? Yes. The artists were green. We didn't find any sleeping people. We ran into a group of meerkats engaged in a conversation about sex. The nice ghost even gave me her sunglasses. They're so cool. What else is up? The sky, the sun, but no stars. And some trees? Trees up in the middle. Not to an ant. Ants. So cute. Do you have any ants? Not on me. And you, innkeeper? Any ants? Not at the moment. Sorry. Oh. Ants. Can I offer you a drink as an apology? Yes. Make me feel like a little nimble ant. Ant potion. Got it. Ant potion. Oh, man. Alright, let's see. This one should be... let's see. Ooh, not this one. Not this one. Oh, okay. Swift Strike. Yeah, that should be perfect. What's up? A little bit more, I guess. There we go. Let's have a little bit here. What about this? A little bit here. Oh, there we go. Bam. Here, for my favorite pseudo ant. Oh, this is so tasty. I want to look up at the trees now. I'm sure they'll seem taller. Can I do anything else for you? Yes, several things. Have you been handing out my coupons? I have. Just recently I gave some to Voy. Have people been dropping by? They have. They're really nice. The mud masks are the most popular. Grace said my flower bracelets are her favorite. They must be gorgeous. making new ones just for her. She'll love that. I hope so. Second thing, are you okay? I'm trying to hold myself back in order to say the line, but not today. Man, it's not even there. Okay, that's fair. I wouldn't expect them to get the reference. I don't see any fighting game references in this game, but I am Baya. Thanks for asking. Are you sure? I am. Oh, I brought you more coupons to cheer you up. That's very nice of you. I'll hold on to them when I need them. You can stop anytime. Lotus flowers. I brought you some in case I needed to cheer you up. Oh, for me? Yes. They are special flowers. I heard they're Ur's favorites, and they bless you with their protection. They also make you feel nimble. Like it. Thank you very much, Baya. To check in on people. I really enjoyed the flood. I thought about when the Banshee told Mari and me that some people don't like drowning. Correct. I can cheer them up. A little. You're already cheering me up? I am. Yeah, I was bored. Now I'm having fun. Cheering up quest succeeded. Yippee. I also have some questions. Ask me. Have you seen Melly anywhere in your swamp? The small cat Vukakin. She might have been investigating your flowers. No, I didn't see a cat anywhere, but I was also very busy tending to my sniffing willows. They need a lot of love. I see. How's your swamp doing? It's so wet now. There are so many new interesting critters and plants. What kind of plants? Those with teeth? Some have teeth, some have eyes and spikes, and haunting spirals of long-forgotten mistakes. Sick! I gotta check those ones out. They're nice. They speak just like little horrible birdies. You're one of those people who can talk to plants? Yes. How are they doing? The plants, I mean. Depends on the plant. They're all very loud at the moment. They love the water. They hate the water. They complain about the onslaught of the undead. They're ambivalent. Was that? Ambivalent. It means they don't care. They still want to say something about it. No, the undead. Them. The trees from the Pale Woods are very upset. They say that squeaky undead keep chewing on the roots, bark and leaves. And their brains? No, they can't reach those. There's a lot of them. Maybe soon they'll learn how to fly. fly. Pale Woods. I've never been there before. Is it a good hangout spot? I don't think so. It's maybe the undead like dryness. I would think they prefer bogs. Should. Agreed. Hey, buyer, can you show me those Twilight Chasm plants? Would love to taste test them. Yes, yes. But you have to help me hand out coupons first. Do I have to? Please. Ugh, fine. But only because I'm getting bored again. Hooray! And please keep handing them out to people who need cheering up in keep. Including yourself. Will do. Have fun, you two. Thank you. Man, I hope the mic is actually picking up Baya's whispering voice, because it's the only voice I think would be perfect for her, because she's like so scary that she probably can't speak loud at all. Ah, Fable's here. Hiya, Fable. How's it going? All fine and dandy? All fine and tired. Actually, not so fine. How come? Well, the city's a mess. So is the Grove and Themis and Treyguard. Still don't know what exactly happened. How? There's the undead problem, not too far from us apparently. Archie is miserable. No one has seen Melly in days. A lot of people are worried. A lot of people also just aren't. Una told me not to worry either, but... It's hard? Yes, very. I just want everyone to be safe. I want to fix this. Whatever this is. Fable, I know everything is a lot right now. Especially since it's the first wave of adventures that you've ever faced. Pun unintended. But Una isn't wrong. A little less worrying wouldn't hurt. I mean, honestly, while her worries are founded, but it will only just cause stress. It just cause you to be more stressed and feel more tired and maybe feel sick eventually because of being worried. I mean, as long as people are actually productive in trying to resolve the issues that are happening right now. Might be a little bit hard for Archie because he lost his childhood friend there. But at the very least, like, keep your chin up, try your best, and hopefully things will probably work out, right? It's actually easier said than done, but it does work. It does, but there is a reason why people, just like the innkeeper right now, is telling Fable not to worry, because worrying will just, it'll just be not good for you overall. I'm sure it's not as bad as it feels right now, or I'm sure someone else will take care of it. No, this one. Sure, it's unpleasant, but worse things have happened. We've always been fine. Maybe it's just nature. The dragons are craving change. There's nothing we can do about it. There's always something we can do. You taught me that. Sometimes things sort themselves out too. It's quite pleasant to wait occasionally. Just wish I could do more. I understand. How about a drink? That's something I can do for you. Not right now, I think. Oh, there he is. Oh, he seems a bit sad. Hey, you look stressed? Stressed? Why? What makes you say that? I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's great. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. Everything's awesome. If you're saying it like that, something must be terribly wrong. How about a drink? A little help for telling us what's going on. Sure. Well, I don't like the sound of this. But hopefully it's not related to Melly, though. Alright, 1,000 wins, which is... Was that the right one? There we go. I hope this helps with the word vomit. That's I wouldn't say that's the best choice of words there, Innkeeper, but sure. We'll go with that. We will go with that. It does a little bit. Thank you. Anytime. Oh, hey, stranger, what's up? Welcome. So, what happened? Nothing really. Much. At all. I was just taking a stroll. Trying to find Melina. Checking in on the people Fable asked me to check in on. Thank you for that. Yeah, anytime. So I was, taking a walk around the outskirts of Themis. A walk is good, right? Right. So good. I even came across new people. A lot of them were echoes. I don't know if my earphones or the net, but your voice is a bit low. Really? I didn't change anything in the settings in my mic. It should be fine. It seems fine to maybe you should check again in your earphones. It seems fine to me. And OBS, there's no issues. There's no dropped frames. Let me check YouTube as well. Yep. Stream is healthy. No issues there. So maybe you may need to raise the volume a little bit from your side. Did you talk to them? Of course not. I expected nothing less. That's peculiar, though. There aren't a lot of echoes on Gaia. There are now. Apparently the flood brought in a lot of primordial refugees. Not everyone's comfortable being submerged in water, after all. They say Leviathan's plane is a mess right now. Oh, I hope everyone has a place to stay. I'm looking for places for sure. Some merchants are even offering them rides around Fasoa and beyond. Like the Borkham, for example, which they advertise as the perfect vacation spot. It is. It's right by the Fasoan Wadden Sea. Very popular with travelers and retirees. I believe Una lives there currently, but she's not bothering me in my tavern. Awesome. I bet it's great there. I bet you can relax like nowhere else. What's going on, Kumo? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just my parents taking a casual trip to Borkham. Your parents? Like they're ghosts? Was Tuat also flooded? Unlikely. I don't think souls can leave the upper world so easily. You're right. It would be difficult for ghosts to make it out of Tuat and into a mocktail bar. Being Gaian tourists is a lot easier to do when you're not actually dead. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but you might have to elaborate a little bit more. It's simple. My parents aren't dead. What? So you made your story up? Oh, does this guy actually a Chunibyo? Hold up. This guy might be a Chunibyo. What in the absolute heck? Saw them with the merchants near Themis, booking a carriage and an all-inclusive boat journey to Borkham. They were going on and about how they had a positive outlook on having to leave the primordial sea. How it was like a free vacation, a blessing in disguise. Good for them. But didn't you see them die? No, I just saw a burning village. Couldn't find them anywhere. That foolish conclusion was all mine. Oh, okay, so his story was real, but it turns out that his family's alive. Good. I'm glad for him. If you don't mind me asking, what does that mean? What does what mean, stranger? I'm a little confused. You mean the word Chunibyo? Chunibyo means a Japanese term called, it's translated to 8th grader syndrome, where people in the 8th grade, usually in like middle school, they imagine themselves like they're this cool, edgy, and awesome character. They're like a demon lord or something. There's an anime that actually covers that topic called let me get the full name correctly because I don't want to fumble the name up. Chunibyo anime. Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions, which is named in Japanese as Chunibyo Demokoi Gashitai. So let me actually get you a link which actually describes what Chunibyo is. There you go. Chunibyo is a Japanese colloquial term typically used to describe early teens who have grandeur delusions, who desperately want to stand out and who are convinced themselves that they have hidden knowledge or secret powers. It translates to middle school syndrome. It's sometimes called 8th grader syndrome, like I said earlier, usually in the context of localizations of anime, which features the concept as a significant plot element. Oh, you watched that anime? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, love Chunibyo and Other Delusions is basically that anime. It turns out that he is not Chunibyo. It turns out that he misunderstood that his parents were dead, but it turns out that they're still alive. Oh, good on him. Good on him. He ain't an orphan anymore. So they didn't die? They just left. Yes. What is this option? So you're going to kick their asses? uh, oh man. I'm sorry, Kumo. That's awful. It's a new kind of awful for sure. How stupid of me to think them dead. Shouldn't have thought that only the claws of the Tuat could make them leave me. You should have. They're your parents. They should have never abandoned you. Well, they did. Ah, so he got abandoned. Yeah, that's still not good either. That's still not good either. So, what now? I'm not sure. This is, don't know what to do. You want to talk about it? No, not right now. Kumo, maybe... Anyway, have you found Melina yet? Not yet, but Iniko saw her last at the Moon Swamp. What? About 2 days ago. There's a Twilight Chasm portal there, where the dragon-cursed flood started. Indeed. Did Baya see her? No, she didn't. That's great. That's awesome. That's even better. You said awesome an alarming number of times. Because this is all so awesome. I'll keep looking for her. There's not a lot you can do without leaving your tavern. Except... Innkeeper, please, I beg of you, put out a quest to find Melly. Right now, I need to figure out what to do about my parents before they disappear again. I don't know how much time I'll have. She needs to be safe, but I can't go myself. We need to find her. Please, help me find her. I don't exactly have enough information yet, but I'll make sure to find out more and make a quest. And I'll put it up immediately. Thank you. Hope someone will find her. We will. I promise you. I believe you. Yeah, you see, even from the short time that Melly and Umo / Blade, yada yada yada, spent together, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to see, like, having kindred spirits when it comes to, like, being orphans. So technically now he isn't an orphan. Both of his parents are still alive, but it shows like they care for each other now. Like, I did mention this before, but there is a saying that says family doesn't always have to be blood related. And, you know, it's true. Sometimes with some people you find complete strangers. They are not related to you. They are even better than, you know, than your own family. Hey, Bombi, welcome. Hello. Did you type that full stop by mistake, or maybe your hand slipped on the phone? I'm not sure. But regardless, hello, Bombi. I will. I have to go think. Good luck with that. See you soon? Yeah. Don't burn down. Your tavern, I mean. I'll try not to. Someone's worried. Of course he is. Do you really think Melly is okay? I do. She's smarter than anything she could encounter. I trust her to take care of herself. I do too. Still, she's just a child. A very capable child. True, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it earlier in the story. She can manage pretty well. She managed to survive without her parents, despite at this very young age. I think she'll have a very good survival rate. But we'll wait and see. Child nonetheless. Wherever and however she is. Whether she was just watching the sky or trying to unravel a mystery, she might need help. So please give me that quest. Pardon? Please give me that quest right now, so I can find her. Mellie's got 9 lives. She'll be fine. I guess because, you know, she's a cat. It's fair. It's fair. Also, what's up, Alex? Welcome. No, it's not done. That's all right. I already know both of the rumors, and I know Melly well. I think I have enough information to find her, and I don't think we have time to be pedantic right now. There's a certain way things have to be done. Your way? Yes. I'm sorry, but it's just how things are. 'Cause you made them that way. Fable, listen. If you rush into this, you'll be putting both Melly and yourself in danger. You just told me not to worry about it. How dangerous could it be then? Well... Is this just about you wanting to keep me here again? I understand that some snails are important enough to let me leave, but this is a child. Another person. Our friend. Heyo, I came from the lurk to say that statement, and to the lurk I return. Hope you enjoy the stream. No problem. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Alex. Do you think it's more important I stay here in case something might happen when you know something has happened to her? Or do you just think I can fix this? I think something like the flood must have caused by a massive force. Whether worrisome, purposeful, or neither, certainly not harmless. You don't have a lot of experience with adventures like this, or with different planes. What if she's in the Twilight Chasm? You need to level up before you stand a chance against true nightmares. Maybe we can get another quest from the farmers. Their fields must have taken a lot of damage. Archie needs cheering up too. Don't patronize me. I simply don't think you're ready for this one. Why are you being like this? You always say I should get out of my comfort zone. You encourage me to change, to grow stronger and braver. And now what do I do? And now that I do, it's suddenly wrong? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying the timing isn't right. Why do you get to decide what my timing is? Why should I leave my comfort zone, but once something is out of yours, it's a mistake? Things aren't that simple. I know. I lived over 100 years. I know that things aren't simple. I also know that they don't change by pretending they aren't there, or by pretending they're not missing. Think what you might, the quest hasn't been put up yet, so it cannot be taken. I don't need some sheet of parchment to find her. Just make me a drink. Think about this. You might damn both of you this way. You're going to look for someone no one has seen in several days after a giant disaster. She could be anywhere, like a realm of nightmares you know nothing about. You've never even encountered bleak stalkers, and they'd be the least of your worries there. There are adventurers here who have faced things worse than this. Who will have a much higher chance of bringing her back safely, along with themselves. Is this your way of saying you won't make me a drink? Just let it go. Let someone else handle it. So they get hurt instead of me? That's not what I said. But it's what you meant. You don't know what's awaiting you out there. But you do? This is getting a little bit more tense than I expected it to be. And, funnily enough, title of the stream actually makes sense. As you can see right now, she is trying her best. I'm trying my best to make her stable, but she is too they are too emotionally charged right now. Let me just save this. Let's go here and let's say of course not. But I guess it won't be pretty. You know, I never realized how much you lie to me all the time. You tell me to be honest, but how can I know you're being honest with me? I'm always honest with you, Fable. I care about you. Let me help you. Maybe you could take a nap in one of my rooms, and we'll see how you feel after. Enough! I've made up my mind. I've made up mine. I am not giving you the quest. I am not making you a drink. Okay, I don't need a drink. Don't be ridiculous. Going on an adventure without my help is reckless at best, foolish at worst. I'm not going to sit around and wait while other people suffer, not if I have the chance to help them. I'm not like you. You're right. You're not. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. I know I'm going to find Melina. I don't care what it takes. I'm not going to let anyone stop me, not even you. Fable? Maybe I should have been. After all, they've always been honest with me. Hold on. Can we actually redeem this? Hold on, let's actually... Is there a chance we can actually fix this? I would actually want to go back. No, without the autosave. Can we not actually go back to the start of the chapter? It can't keep me here forever. Why not? 'Cause I've made up my mind. Oh, it's the same thing. Can we actually skip? No, it doesn't seem like we can skip. Yeah. For some reason, we weren't honest with them? That's odd. Nope. That didn't work out. If I know anything about Fable, I'd probably befriend the Twilight Chasm. Or bake it a cake, sing it a song. I don't think the Twilight Chasm is the problem here. No, I don't want to think about that. Not sure what to do with these rumors now. Guess I'll just hang on to them. Well, I better close up for the day. Let me see. So what are we gonna go for? Let's see. Our Rose parents were washed ashore. Once believed dead. The liars were last seen in Borca. Let me see. No, not this one. This one. Not this one. Let me see. Oh, we can actually get a hint here. An unusual amount of the undead seems to be haunting the West. Undead snails are being accused of eating crops. This apparently poses a problem. I guess we'll put that in here. Undead don't seem to think often. They act like a pack of animals, always following some sort of leader. I wonder if they hold elections. Oh, this one. Yeah, this should be good. The vegan dead. The pale woods and its surrounding areas have been plagued by undead lately. First undead snails scavenging crops, then humanoid cadavers gnawing at the forest itself. The local plants can't catch a break. No one knows why they suddenly hunger for the local flora. Some brave adventurers, preferably experienced with the exanimate, yeah, that makes sense, should look into this. Okay. Well, I hope Fable turns out to be okay. Yeah, they seem pretty adamant in trying to look out for her. I don't know if they'll be back at the tavern after this fight, though. We'll see. We'll see. The pen and the sword. Oh, there's Archie. He's back. Hello, brave adventurer. Welcome back to my tavern. Hello, innkeeper. Thank you dearly for your hospitality the other day. Not being alone after all that happened. It really helped. I'm glad to hear that. How are you doing? These past few days have been quite eventful. I'm all right. I think. I'm just trying to keep myself busy so I don't have time to think about the things that happen. Understandable. Losing a loved one is always tough, and healing takes a lot longer than you'd expect. I fear you might be right. Are you perhaps speaking from experience? I've been doing this job long enough to witness countless adventurers passing through my tavern. Some of them return, some don't. But they always leave someone behind, mourning. I see. Does it get any easier? Yes, it does, eventually. That's good to hear. Then not everything is hopeless. Distraction is always a good approach, though. I think I know what you mean. I've been writing a lot the last 2 days. I want to hold on to every memory I've made along the way, especially to Theo's last moments. I thought going on an adventure would be like the books I read as a kid, but it's not even remotely similar. Reality is always harsher than the stories portray. I'm sorry, Archie. It's alright. Thank you for your sympathy. I'll manage. Actually, I've been thinking about switching careers. I think I might be off at home, just dreaming of these adventures, and writing them down, with happy endings and all. I'd like to note the others mentioned how much they loved listening to your stories. And so did Theo. Maybe I should take Rhea's advice and really continue my life the way Theo would have wanted for me. It's the safer route for sure. If that's what you want, then why shouldn't you? On another note, how about a drink to wind down a little? Sure, why not? Any specific wishes? Surprise me with something that will keep me focused on writing. Something to ward off distracting thoughts. Nothing easier than that. Alright, let's see. What is the focus? It's more on defense. Okay, so what drink would work? Frosted Lagoon. We're gonna go for that. You know, I'm honestly kind of thinking, considering how there's a variety of drinks, does it actually matter as long as you focus on the element that the person wants with their drink? Like, would there actually be a difference between giving a person who wants like 3 points of defense a frosted lagoon or a steel tonic? The game never tells you that. So I don't know. And there definitely needs to be a purpose in having these two different drinks, right? There definitely needs to be a purpose, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check up on that from a guide or something. Pretty sure there's a guide for the game out there. We'll do a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. There we go. Frosted Lagoon. A drink for the upcoming best-selling author. Very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Oh, this tastes absolutely delightful. I can already feel the words aligning, impatiently waiting to be written down. Don't mention it. I'm always happy to help. Speaking of which, have you by chance heard of Melina, the famous detective? As it happens, I have. You get to know quite a lot of people when you run a tavern, you know. Have you seen her recently? Sadly, not in a while, no. I last saw her a week ago, if not 2. How curious that you also know her. Meeting such a well-known detective is a fantastic source of inspiration and exciting stories. I heard she barely survived an arson attack in Zolford, even solved the case of the missing familiars. Makes you wonder why everything has to be so violent all the time. Yes, she solved the case alongside her trusty assistant. Ah, how inspiring! Love to tell her tale someday. Maybe I'll combine it with some of the rumors I've heard about this one mysterious place in the southwest of Pessoa. Oh, which one might that be? It's a wizard tower, a magical place full of puzzles, mysteries, and magic. I've heard tales of it harboring hundreds of books, getting lost and forbidden knowledge. But that's not all. There are treasures of unfathomable value and magical trinkets as well. What an exciting thought for a young detective to stumble upon a place like that. Definitely a story I'd read. Promise to send me a copy, please. Oh, but of course, I'll deliver it to you myself. You know, even if we might be a few years apart, seeing her reminded me of my own childhood. Sure, the circumstances are completely different, and I was never allowed to wander off by myself, but she seemed a little lonely, just like me back then. Always looking for my own adventures, though she found them in the real world. I relied on books. I'm glad she found an assistant to keep her company. A detective can certainly be a lonely one. I mean, I also had Theo to keep me company, but it doesn't matter anymore, does it? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, Melly has been missing since the Twilight Flood. No! Tell me you're joking! Sadly not. I'm sorry. No, that can't be. I really hope nothing happened to her. She's so young, so small. What if she also did? Oh no, there's no need to panic just yet. Easy for you to say, isn't it? Your friend didn't die in your arms. You didn't witness his life fade from his eyes. Don't jump to conclusions, Archie. There are no clues indicating to what happened to Melina. You should expect the worst. She might be small, but she's tough. Trust me. You're right. Sorry. Let's hope for the best. I couldn't bear writing another tragedy. Oh, there he is. There's Kumo. Kumo, it's great to see you. I've solved it. Solved what? My parent problem. I solved it. And how did you do that? It's simple. I'm here to ask you to write up and hand out a quest for me. Quest to find them and to kill them. Sorry, did you say kill them? Yes. Why do you want to kill your parents? Isn't it obvious? Can't say it is. Their death is what set me on the bleak path that is my life. It led me towards my destiny, my purpose, which would be stealing, revenge, edginess. Damn, roasting him right in his serious moment. Darkness. Of course. Now that they're back, it's messing up my aesthetic purpose. So, you want to keep your aesthetic purpose in... My mind is blown when it comes to this guy, right? He wants to kill his own parents in order to keep up his edgy self. Brother, you need to relax. Right. So I must take destiny back into my own hands. Why not talk this through instead? Talking doesn't solve anything. Might make you feel a little better and less murderous. No. Must embrace who I am, and for that, they must die. So please, a quest. Have it done. Quickly. As you wish. I'll set it up for you. Thank you. I shall leave you to it. Before you go, how about a drink for the road? Maybe one that'll have you talking about something other than killing your parents? Yes. I shouldn't allow them a warning, so I must be deceitful about my feelings. I'll see what I can do for you. My guy wants to kill his parents because he wants to keep up the appearances. Yeah, he needs to get some help. Get some help, man. Get some help. Seek help. Whoa. No, that's not the intention. There we go. Maybe this will help your heart a little. It feels nice. Really warm. Like a hug. Do you need a hug, Kumo? I need to go. Stay safe out there. Sure. And Kumo? Yes? Have you talked to Fable? Yesterday, yes. They left to find Melly. I see. Good luck with your parents. I don't need luck. I need vengeance. Does he need help? Do you want to help them kill their parents? Pardon me? No, of course not. I meant psychological help. They don't look like they're doing too well, if I might say. He's always quite broody and mysterious, but their parents being alive really threw them off their track. You wouldn't think that's a bad thing, really. Now they want to kill them, just because it doesn't fit the backstory they came up with? This is the possibility for a happy ending to an otherwise dark story. Please don't tell me you're going to actually set up a quest to assassinate them. I am but a mere innkeeper to this tavern, just following Kumo's wishes. Would have expected you to have a little more backbone, or more standards, so to speak. Especially after everything that's happened, the advice you gave me. What about the people Kumo's actions would leave behind grieving and mourning? Those were your words, right? I tried to stop him, but I don't think I can get them to talk with their parents right now. You heard them. That's exactly why there's still hope. Wait, I don't think I understand. Kumo won't take on the quest himself, so there'll be someone else that can talk to his parents. That sounds like a really questionable plan, if I may say so. It'll work out, I'm sure of it. Most likely, it won't be a very difficult quest, especially not if you know your way with words. As a nobleman like you would, for example. Oh! Well, I'm still uncertain this isn't a quest for me, even though I could probably do it. What if the situation actually escalates into violence? I don't know if I could handle that very well. No pressure. I just wanted to make an offer. Do you want a different quest then? Weren't you listening? I don't think I want to be an adventurer anymore. Hearing Kumo just now amplified my doubts. I never want to have to kill anyone. Being a murderer is not how I envisioned my life to be. Of course not. I also don't know in what direction my life is headed from now on. My heart is still so full of grief. This might only be a tale, but there is this place of infinite knowledge. Oh? Are you by chance talking about the subterranean caves on the plain of I've read so many stories about them. A hidden yet wondrous place. I really doubt a guy immortal like me could even walk there. I've heard you can get through there. You can get there through the Twilight Chasm. Innkeeper, do you think that's true? That there's a portal to somewhere in the Twilight Chasm? Well, maybe. This world is full of wonders after all. And since the Twilight Realm arose from Ur's dreams, I'd say it isn't completely unlikely. Just thinking about the caves makes my heart beat faster and my fingertips itch. Maybe I should write a little story about them. Time to write down some keywords, or I might lose my ideas. You know, I don't think you need to lead you. Your heart already knows what it wants to do. Huh? Do you really think so? Yes. It's quite obvious, actually. How about you go write down those keywords for now? This might already be an upcoming bestseller. Oh, you really are a sweet talker, aren't you? Thank you for your advice. Goodbye, innkeeper. Until next time, Archie. Well, yeah, I pretty much expected he will be continuing continuing his adventures as an author instead of being like getting into the battlefield and getting worried about crazy events that happen wherever he goes. Good evening, Carolyn. Evening. Has boredom already caught up with you again? It's always on my trail. I'm guessing this quest is still free. Not much, weren't for much longer, it seems. Haven't had enough of the undead yet? I've had enough of losing to him. I want a rematch. There's no rematch for what happened. I know. I won't let anyone else lose more people to him. I thought you'd be looking for Melly instead. Can't say I'm not worried about the little gal. Fable's already on it. I trust him. And I trust Melly too. To come back, I mean. She promised me we'd see each other again soon. Learning to believe in people's words. You should too. I do, but trust is a scary thing. Everything's scary if Fable's to be believed. Might as well pick the fun horrors to commit to. Like the undead? Exactly. I also gotta check up on my cousin. Those undead snails are sounding a lot more concerning right now. At least they're even slower than the regular undead. Very calming. Thanks. Wanna take Archie along again? He might be the calming presence you're seeking. Under no circumstances, no. But if you get bored, he has very good stories to tell. Shut up. How will we talk about the drink you want then? Well, dearie me, my dearest acquaintances. Innkeeper, Dame Carlin, you both look radiant today. What are we radiating? I shan't say, as it would be too rude. How polite of you. How are you doing, Scully? Just wonderful. Yesterday I had the most delightful tea party with Sir Alphonse and the Lady Frostgrip. Alphonse and I were able to learn so much about the times we've missed thanks to the young blacksmith prodigy. This world truly is an exciting and beautiful one. By tomorrow the vampire will have forgotten all about it. Well, that merely means he'll get to remember again. How marvelous. The endless pursuit of learning is a wonder in and of itself. Speaking of learning, if you'll allow me, I'd like to learn how you are doing on this fine day of ours, Dame Carlin. You look a little spent. I would hate to be intruding on your space. Just exhausted by all these people and their constant talking. You're good, though. Ain't your fault. I understand. The social aspects of life can be exhausting as they come with so many rules and obstacles one must traverse. And throughout this overwhelming obstacle course of mortal interactions, you can find many magnificent treasures. And all of them make these efforts worthwhile. Like quests. I was thinking about friends, but quests too. Are you heading out on one? Yeah. What's its cause? An unusual amount of undead creatures are haunting Pessoa lately. especially near the Pale Woods. Carolyn is going to check on that. An undead gathering in the Pale Woods? Why so? Is there a convention, perhaps? No, it sounds more like the violent type of crime. Unfortunate. It seems that this sentiment is common among my compatriots. Sense and sensibilities are often lost when you are ripped from the afterlife without your soul attached to your body. You don't have a soul, not a personality for that to be true. That's very kind of you to say, but I'm afraid I'm a mere fragment of my former self. Maybe you'll find your way back to yourself one day. Wouldn't that be nice? My soul should be securely locked behind the Tuat's walls. Perhaps there are more memories of it stored in these old bones somewhere. I wonder what my favorite song used to be, my favorite food, or favorite book. The best way to find out is to keep seeking out new experiences. Find out what calls to that old, absent heart of yours. Listening to all the songs of the world does sound like a joy I wouldn't want to miss on. Thank you for the inspiration. Dame Carolyn, would you mind me tagging along on your quest? It sounds like a haven of fascinating research, and I have not been able to indulge in that pastime for a long while. Sure, come along. Skeleton should be a great help in wiping out a bunch of the undead. Wiping out? By no means should that be our approach. We should study them. Better yet, strike up a civilized conversation. With enough charisma, I'm certain we can remind them of their mortal consciousness. Don't be ridiculous. They'll rip us apart. Hey, Kirby, what's up? You'd simply ask the innkeeper for some additional defense, in case they need some initial convincing. I could even offer you some frost armor to go along with it. A few frozen pine cones here and there, and you'll have a little more of a buffer. Your words can't take hold. Excellent idea. Or we just fight them. Smash their bones together until they stop moving. No offense, Scully. None taken. I believe the cleverer approach will be to rely on speed. Now weakened undeads are rather slow, but we should embrace this possible advantage. Dexterity, then, and defense. We're right on track with that one. May I suggest adding some of a Morganite lotus flower to this combination? Much like Citron, it will bless your weapon strikes and lend you some of the power of the great dragons. The undead are incredibly vulnerable to holy attacks. Indeed we are. The power of the dragons is a difficult one to harness. I'm impressed by your capabilities, Innkeeper. Not a lot. Tried to get a better ice weapon, but world has been mean. Only use the snow elemental pulls. The gotcha. The gotcha got to you, man. The gotcha wasn't fair. Especially when you want, like, specific elements that you want. I mean, it's always a thing with gotcha, right? Sometimes you want a certain thing, and by some strange twist of fate, you get something else instead of the thing that you want. Several other things instead of the one that you want. I think your delight should be aimed towards the magic ingredients. You dilute them in such a way is quite a skill in itself, as is choosing our approach to this. We should leave this up to him, correct? You figure it out and keep. Some additional defenses are given. What should we focus on? Charisma or dexterity? And don't forget those wondrous infusions of yours. I would never. I legit need an upgrade since my current ice element damage does not compete with its fire counterpart. And I really need that for our next world Latrian run. Well, I mean, we still have time. This week, hopefully, we'll be continuing Sunbreak. So, yeah, but I've already put it on the schedule. So, hopefully, nothing else comes up because it has been a while. It's been a while since we played Rise, and we need to actually go through Sunbreak because we just started Sunbreak. Right? We just started Sunbreak, and we need to like see what new monsters show up. Okay, so we can either go for charisma or dexterity. We need armor upgrades first off. Yeah, maybe we can do that first. All right, so well, considering they're undead, that they're just like trying to just eat all kinds of trees, probably. Well, here's the thing. We tried the offensive approach and it didn't work out well, at least for Archie. But considering how we'll still have defense here, maybe we'll go with the charisma mix and see if it works. Okay, so which has charisma and defense? This one, Spoken Heart. Alright, so first off, let's actually put, should be this one, right? Yeah, should be the snowflake. Let's throw that here. And let's give a little bit of boost here. Not that big a boost. We'll just add a little bit. Whoa. Okay. Okay. And now let's add some of that charisma. Maybe we can put that here. That is not as perfect as I expected it to be. Let's pour the whole thing out. This should be it. I would like to think that not all of those souls or bodies are fully lost. You can save even one of them. It'll be worth it. I couldn't agree more. Thank you for your faith in us, innkeeper. I guess I'll give them a chance. If they start gnawing on your bones, I won't hold back. I'm counting on it. Come on, let us make some new friends. Enjoy your travels, your conversations, and your battles. Well, hopefully this is the right choice. It's time for it's time for the stabby. Hmm. Primordial sea has flooded up the Twilight Chasm and has ultimately reached Pessoa. Maybe it washed up something interesting. A wizard for the Magocracy has how can I say this? Magocracy? Magocracy? It's Magocracy. Magocracy has abandoned his tower. Riz's location is unknown, but he seems to be gone for good. Allegedly, the wizard tower is full of loot, magical junk, and banned scrolls. A hoard any wizard could be proud of. It was still there. Oh, it's not right? Hold up. Oh. No, it's not right. Guess the order isn't right. Maybe we can do this. No, it's not right. No. Is this right? No, it's not right. The order still seems wrong. How about this one? Let me see. Can we actually... Let me see. Should be right. No. Let me see any the other things. Nope, still wrong. Maybe we just need those two? Hmm. Maybe just those two? Hmm. Lightly stumped here. Hmm. Hmm. Getting a bit stumped here. Hmm. Hmm? Let's try again. Let's try again. Alright, let's try again. Ooh. Is there anything else? Hold on. Should be it, right? Ah, yes, there we go. Whew, okay. The Wizard of Moria has abandoned his tower on, well, Moria, small island near Niverduff and Dalwell. As is custom for a wizard's tower, it's said to be full of alluring treasures, gold, magic items, forbidden knowledge, and spells. Anything your looting heart desires. Be warned, the wizard is known to have loved puzzles, mischief, and contraptions, so don't forget to check for traps. We still have another letter. Alright, this should be easy. Yes, let's go. The Parent Trap. The Twilight Flood brought more to Fesoa than just the waters of the primordial sea. In particular, two long-lost air echoes who have faked their own death and abandoned their only child. Now their kid is out for revenge and longs to have them killed. As the fate of tragic backstories will it. These renegade parents were last seen in Borkum near the Warden Sea. Any bounty hunter should probably start there. Okay. Hopefully the killings don't happen, because it would be actually pretty sad. I hope Fable is okay too. In pursuit of entropy. Oh. Which one did you take? You know, your quests are getting weirder by the day. I mean, no one is forcing you to take that one. Unless you have one on basilisk swarms waiting in the back. I'm in good with this one. No basilisks, I'm afraid. Eager to kill some parental figures? You know it. Speaking of family, I haven't brought your sister in a while. How is she? I don't know. You no longer speak. Oh, I didn't know that. You two were unbeatable when it came to bar fights. Yeah, I love her, but she's become a little too much like our parents, so I need to love her from afar. Or I wouldn't be loving myself very much. I'm sorry to hear that. Cutting her off must have hurt a lot. Must have still hurt a lot. I've come to terms with it. Came out stronger in the end. That's all I could do. Maybe, but the wounds stay, don't they? People wound you. It's what they do. It can also heal you. Ah, that's a false sense of security. Eventually it all falls away. Not everyone is doomed to become your enemy, including yourself. I think you're doomed to say the weirdest things possible whenever you get the chance. It's a blessing, not a curse. If you want to see it that way. This rogue guy got any siblings? None that we know of. Their parents kind of faked their deaths, abandoned him when he was very young. haven't exactly been writing postcards. Ah, I guess no one would handle that very well. What do you think about the whole killing them measure? Adds up to me? It does? Yeah. I don't think they ever faced any real consequences for being shitty. Always falls on the kids, doesn't it? You think being murdered is an appropriate consequence? It's not about what I think. I'm just taking the job. Right. But I was thinking, think less. Or rather, think about what you're gonna mix for me instead. So you're not even hesitating? I'm a bounty hunter and keeper. A monster, as I assumed. Not all monsters look unlike us. I thought you don't do charity. I don't. I expect a hefty payment by the end of this. That thief must have some jewels stored away somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. I see. So, drinks. Drinks, of course. Murder. How would you like to approach it? A lot of force. Don't know how strong they are, but I need to be stronger. Maybe some defense in the mix would be good too? Their attack patterns turn out to be more complex than you thought. Seems like you do listen to me sometimes. Your stories of fighting mirages and three-headed antelopes are far too compelling to forget. I'd hope so. You still got any of those frozen pine cones laying around? The ones you gave me for that mountain mimic? Those deadbeats picked up some primordial magic. I could use some elemental protection. Clever as always, Jade. Obviously. Plus that frost armor's pretty cool. Luckily for you and your coolness factor. No. You and your health. I got a big shipment of them last month. Cool. I'll take some of those then. They're not contending with another approach? No. Unless... I guess there is another way. Is there? Listen, some things are unfixable. I saw both of my legs off before I ever talked to my folks again. This wound is fresh. It could be possible to delay the inevitable. I could convince them to leave, scare them off, banish them somewhere where they can't hurt him. That way he can find them later if he ever changes his mind. Maybe this rift isn't completely irreparable at all. Sounds like you're asking for some charisma and some speed. Should hurry up before he does anything drastic himself. Yep, some dexterity might help too. Never know how they could react. I'd have to dodge some blows. Might have to. You got any of that inspiration garbage lying around? I'm not good with words when it comes to situations like this. I might have to inspire that to be a little less awful. I could offer you thunder sage or honey flowers, whatever flavor you prefer. You choose. About it all. Charisma, dexterity, inspiration. It's less violent route, but it's not what he asked for. So I won't complain about her strength or defense mix either, as long as you throw the frost armor in. I think my decision about this would be tinted by my own experience. So please, a little help? Always, Jade. Thank you for asking. And make sure to leave Onyx some leftovers. She's thirsty. Okay, another drink choice here. 2 in a row, actually. Alright, let's see. I am going to go for the charisma route. So... let's see. Which drink shall it be? Hmm. Probably not spoken heart. Maybe sunny breeze. Yeah, maybe that would work. Let's see what they want the fist icon. Oh, there we go. Oh. Hey, Slevin, welcome. It's going pretty well. We are doing our second decide your fate decision when it comes to our drink making for tonight. Okay, so let's give this a nice little boost. Okay. Have a little bit up here. Okay. Should be it. There. Maybe this cause isn't as lost as we think it is. If they can't be reasoned with, I can always trick them and kill them that way, yes. But I guess I'll try talking first. Let's hope this is the right choice. Don't you trust me? You wish. Don't forget to fill me in on your success. If I have any charisma left in me, you'll be sure to hear all about it. Until then, don't tell him what I'm doing. I shall keep this a secret between us. You do love those. Typical Fae, I guess. Don't take too many names while I'm gone. I wouldn't dream of it. Ah, so the innkeeper is not human. Oh, those two are together. Well, this is gonna be pretty fun. Nah, man, you gotta be careful with that ethereal bamboo. I mean, it's super cool and all, but if you cut it the wrong way, it's gonna charge up and whoosh, gone you are, sucked into the ethereal weave. Oh, well, you know, like those fishies that'll kill you if you cook them the wrong way. Fish? Yes, they look like balls with spikes. Don't know about the name though. Balls with spikes, it should be pufferfish, right? That! Well, wait, you're also here. Sure am. You're looking fire. Nice drip. Thank you, Nico. Nico, can we stay on topic, please? Topic, right. So I heard any type of vibration can trigger a small rift. It's like disturbing a sleeping dragon. Wrong move and the world's faltering and whatnot. So, you're saying if I use my bow the wrong way, I'd open a rift and be lost in the ethereal weave? Bet. Would suck big time, but alas. Though, can't be entirely sure. I mean, what's the fun in knowing everything for sure? Don't be basic. Embrace the chaos. As long as you don't play any wrong notes, you should be fine. Nothing easier than that, especially under pressure. Especially then, I'm sure. That you have nothing to worry about, friend. Might even come in handy one day. The person who made your instrument must have had at least, like, one thought about making it like that. They did. Many thoughts, actually. Oh. Oh, he's picking this one, huh? Good mythical morning, innkeeper. I know, theoretically it's early afternoon, but who cares? Good theopractical morning, Hex. Almost there. You forgot the mythical. Good mythical theopractical morning. Better. Okay, listen up. I found this little leaflet on your notice board. And I saw you're finally sending someone out to investigate that abandoned wizard tower. I just decided that someone is me. I've been wanting to see what's up there for a while now. Good timing. Did you say wizard tower? What's the tea? Well, there's an abandoned wizard tower near Niverdorf on a small island called Moria. Ah, the one with the worms. I think you can find worms in any ecosystem. That's what they want you to think. Sure. Either way, no one has seen the Wizard of Moria in quite some time. So they say. And I'd be dying to know what he might be hiding in his tower. I'd bet lots of explosives. I'm hoping for scrolls of ancient magic and semi-cursed objects. Oh, and of course, books of forgotten knowledge. Rumor has it he left behind quite the hoard of peculiar trinkets. Surely, after all it states in this leaflet, traps? Puzzles? Must be something very valuable hidden there. Maybe even the key to immortality. Or they were bored. Admittedly, I don't design puzzles when I'm bored, though. They throw things up. I love when things go boom. Same. You know what? What? I think you should take me and Voyboy along. Listen, you say trinkets, and I'm all in. I mean, the entropy we'd create if we traveled as a trio would be immaculate. We'd be able to tackle the wizard's puzzles and deftly traps with wits and violence and music. You have my lockpicks and my hagum, and maybe the ethereal wave could even help. Ethereal weave, sorry. Ethereal bamboo, huh? But an ethereal weave escape would only work with the Chabian silk. Or Chabian silk. Huh? The ghost spiders of Chabian use their silk to spin the weave. Good thing that these strings are made of Chabian silk then. Great! Then we can use our Hagum as our Plan C escape plan. Should the wizard be at home after all, or foster any monsters and any traps, your Hagum will be our way out. I dipping it to the ethereal weave? Don't worry, it's like dreaming or teleporting. You just have to find your way back out. We'll manage that. I'm a master teleporter. And I'm sure our innkeeping friend here has the right drink for you. Perhaps something that will give you some brain cells. And quick reflexes, so I'm hasty and can easily evade traps. Good thing that I don't need help with either. Should we be able to fight back fiercely in case something is lurking in the tower? Lots of traps means lots of fire, so fire resistance would be helpful too. Fighting sounds good. I'd love to kill something. I hate making decisions. I think the innkeeper should decide what to make. Okay, so something strong to barge in and find our way through paired with fire resistance to survive lethal traps. Or something for our brains, It gives us focus infused with haste. I'll see what I can do, but don't hold me responsible for whatever ends up happening. We would never. Ever. That sounds like a lie to me. You know that GIF that did I say it right? It's GIF. GIF, whatever it is. GIF. Yes. GIF, whatever it is. Of Will Ferrell in that movie. I think it was Anchorman, I believe. Where he was taking a smoke and then he says, you know, I don't believe you. That's pretty much what I feel about this whole situation. God damn, I never get like the whole argument about GIF versus GIF, right? Because, you know, it's the letter G, right? It's not it should be like G as in good or great or like let me actually think. What other words that has the letter G and can be pronounced in the same way, right? Like I'm actually kind of having a bit of a brain fart right now. G. A name like Gigi, for example. See? There you go. A name like Gigi. You don't say Gigi. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's Gigi. So, the summary of this rambling is just the English is weird. English is just weird. And it will continue to be weird because, you know, with the advent of new words that pop out every decade or so, it'll be just a mess. It'll be just a mess, honestly. And well, a lot of people don't have any other choice because it's the universal language. Everybody in the world can be able to communicate with each other using English. So we're probably going to be stuck with that for a while until we get this magical ability to understand everyone's language without any issues, a la Tekken. I love that about Tekken, honestly. Like when you like get into the story mode and hear someone like speak in Japanese and the other person responding to them in English or in Brazilian Portuguese or in German or in Arabic, it's just like, wow, how did they get that technology and we still don't have that yet? Oh man. All right, so we're gonna go for the smarts. I'm gonna go for the smarts, the brains, and it should have so peak sunrise should be the choice here. Okay, let's draw the recipe. And what do they need added into it? It's the running emote, which is this, aka feet. Let's have here for some of that brain power, and we'll have a bit here. We actually have a little bit more charisma. No, not this one. Sorry. Where is the charisma one? Ah, yes. Oh, it barely did anything. All right. Let's probably have a little less of that. to actually put in some charisma in there. Let me try something else. Will this work? No, it won't. Now that actually looks awkward. And drink that all up, lizard man. Now let's throw this away for now. And let's actually do it proper. Right? Okay. Let's add a little bit more here. Let's add a little bit more here. And now, let's drop this and see what happens. Alright, let's see what other drink we can have. Instead of peak sunrise. Oh, Sparking Nebula would actually be worse. Gotta brainstorm this a little bit more. Maybe I still need a little bit more charisma. No, it's not working. Which is odd to me. Okay. We'll try adding a little bit more charisma here. No, it doesn't look right. No, we don't need to go hard with the charisma. Okay, that should be decent. So, let's add a little bit more of this. Add a little bit more of this. Can I actually put 2 of these here? No, we can't. It's only 1. We don't even need that much charisma, though. Let's do this again. So we'll start with the charisma for a little bit. And we'll add this. And then probably add this. It should be good, right? No. Not good enough. Okay. Not enough here. Now that's not what we want. Let's try this. Still not perfect. We need to get the perfect shape. Let's try again. Okay. Should be good. We need a little bit more. No, it's still too much. All right, let's try this. You got the right infusion too. This is Would this even still work? No. Maybe this could work? Let's try the Sunny Breeze, for example. Oh, wait, no. This lowers charisma. But, I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess. Nope. That's not a good idea. Perhaps the silent owl is what we need. Oh, wrong one. Oops. And let's go here. Yeah, it doesn't work out. It's not what we need here. Even when I take this out, it's not gonna work. So Silent Owl doesn't work. Yeah, it just has to be peak sunrise. Maybe we can find a way. I'm not too worried. Let's put this probably here. Over here. Can this work? No. Maybe I'll put a little bit. And then I'll put some here. No. Oh man, but I don't want to go with the violent route though. I don't want to go with the violent route. Man, do I actually need to unlock even more drinks? I might need to find a way to unlock more drinks in order to make this work. Let's try again. Maybe I'll put a little bit here. A bit here. Probably a little bit here. No? It's good to know. Okay, so now we'll try a little bit of this. Okay. A little bit more charisma. Alright, one more try and then we'll probably check out the other drink. Because at this point of time, it's not really working. Surely there has to be a solution, but doesn't seem like it's working at the moment. Yeah, it's not looking right. Okay. So now let's give it a bit of defense. And we'll try a little bit here. Nope. Well, guess we're gonna go the violent route. Guess we are going to go the violent route. Sad as it is to say. Do we even have a drink in that can work with this? Yeah, I guess Sailor's Courage. Sailor's Courage needs the fire. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I probably put a bit too much in the defense part. Well, I guess we're gonna go for that route. There you go, some fireproof chaos. Thanks. Chasms, yeah. Permission for arson granted. I didn't say that. Well, it was up for interpretation. Don't worry, innkeeper. We'll be fine. And Moria too, most likely. You know what we should do? What? We should take Jade along. She'd defo be interested in the treasures too. An additional blade couldn't hurt. Any idea where we can find her, innkeep? I'm afraid she's already on a quest, so probably nowhere nearby. That's fine. We'll poach her. Good luck. Thank you. We shall return with a story worth telling. I can't wait. Bye, loser. Wow, rude. Alright, time to go to the next day. Oh, I hope we get some news from Fable, though. They're worrying me a bit. Even though I shouldn't be worried. It's rainy. A well-deserved break. Oh, there's the granny. Hello, innkeep. Look what I found. Looks like a rare specimen of Archie to me. I'm one of a kind. Oh, you two know each other already? Yeah, of course you do. You know pretty much everyone in this city, huh? Of course I know. He's quite the celebrity in town. Oh, I suppose I am. He's Zenith's most popular, famous author. He even survived an onslaught by hordes of the vicious undead. Author? I guess I really am an author, yes. Bummer. Here, I thought I could surprise you. How did you two meet? I think he spotted me on the street. Must have thought I had a lot of stories to tell. So he asked me if he could write my biography. A unique way to call someone old. But she does have a lot of stories to tell. Archie, how many manuscript topics do you want to collect before you actually finish something? Well, you see, it's always important to collect ideas. Life itself is the best source of inspiration for any artist. Look at him. He's so eager to write. Just couldn't refuse that look in his big, sparkly eyes. Writing down ideas is so much fun. Not only for the detective's magical story, but also holding out to Theo's memory through writing is really helping with his death. To make sure the world doesn't forget about him. I'm glad you're doing a bit better now. Una, how come you want your biography to be written now? I don't really have a reason. I'm old. I've seen a lot of stuff. Be sad if all the knowledge went to waste, right? It's not like you're going to disappear any second now, is it? Don't jinx it, innkeeper. Don't jinx it. Of course not. I get it. A lot of terrible things have been happening lately. And don't be silly. You'll be fine. It's always nice to see most of your friends return during times like these. Most of them? Stuff like this happens every few decades. It's completely normal. If you say so. Are you going to pay Charlie accordingly, though? That's what I'm here for. I'ma pay him in drinks. And I also could use a little refreshing drink myself. Aye, gotcha. Anything specific you'd like today, Archie? Just the same as always. A drink to stay focused on my writing to defend my brain against all these distracting thoughts. Coming right up. So, the usual. Gotcha. Uh, Yeah, let's go with first snow. There we go. Got it. Here you go. A drink to boost your concentration. Thank you very much, dear innkeeper. This is delicious. I can feel an irresistible itch in my fingertips already. Always happy to oblige. So, Una, what's it for you today? Maybe something that'll give me enough strength and energy to tell this whippersnapper every detail of my life. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, give me a quick second and I'll be back with your drink. 2 drinks in a row, okay. This one is more expensive. Yeah, I guess we'll do Sailor's Courage. Oh, oops, wrong one. Hold up. Check the stats for these. Probably add a little bit of charisma. There we go. That's a different drink, but it works. Some liquid stamina for the golden girl. Let's see if your skills are to be trusted, Innkeep. Oh! Archie, I hope you're ready for at least 600 pages. That's a lot. You already agreed, so you don't have a choice. And now, my dear Archibald, we'll begin with the writing. Thank you for your hospitality, Innkeep. I'll see you later. Goodbye, Innkeeper. Remember to keep a copy of the book for you. Signed, please. Of course. Very well. Goodbye, you two. Oh. Finally, my service beast and I have returned. Come back, Minthe. Minthe or Minth? Maybe we call her Minth. Yeah. Good to see you, innkeeper. And surprisingly, your tavern's dry interior. I thought you might be appreciating the dampness of most everything nowadays. Maybe while under weather, but the wheels and mud do not mix. On land, I appreciate structurally sound and smooth wood flooring much more than its soggy alternative. Not bad. You would too. Just step a few minutes past your tavern, and you might get an idea of the things jammed in my spokes and smooshed between Casket and Kane's toes. I'll pass. And besides, stories from my patrons are much more enjoyable. Speaking of, how did the pearl hunt go? Honestly, it wasn't too eventful, but before I go on, I could do with one of your innkeeper. Something to keep my mind clear from any irrelevant distractions for the journey back. Let me see what I can do. Okay, some more brain power. Yeah, silent owl should be good. Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's the right one. Maybe I can use... I can use this. Oh, oops. Maybe I added a little too much. This should be right. Oh, it's not full. Okay, okay. I got you. Ah, yes. There we go. Yeah, just to not have to go too hard when going for the power. May this inspire boundless creativity. Just what I needed. If only I had a boundless supply of this drink while writing at my desk. Unfortunately, my establishment doesn't do deliveries. What a shame. But before you go on, I actually have something else for you. Ah, and here I thought I'd have to needle you for it again. What a pleasant surprise. My favorite kind. Here, a completely proofread manuscript, I hope. I'd certainly hope it's completed, since my retrieval and your proofreading have been such a long time in the making, yes? Right. Long in the making. You should probably wash that red ink off your hands, or it stains your mugs. Oh, right. I was editing my recipes all night. Crazy story, actually. For another time, that is. I see. I will say, it's good to have these papers back in my hands. May I inquire as to why you asked for them now? I've decided to finally publish the book. What I have written about is it's very dear to my heart. And I'm happy to finally get to share my writing with the world. Mint the author. It has a nice ring to it. It'll be Mackenzie Catherine P-Chan, actually. P-Chan? Interesting. Interesting name choice there. A very nice pen name. And it's not with And it's not what you guys are thinking, right? It's something else. It kind of reminds me of the Idol Master, where in a lot of the in the franchises within the franchise, they usually call the producer P-chan. Some of the talents call him P-chan, short for producer chan. It was time I finally chose one, and something universal at that. Procrastination is a curse all of its own. Sure is. So, about the pearl, or pearls? Protection pearls. Like I said, it wasn't too eventful. I had tea with the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon, and she traded me the pearls for objects of her desire. Mostly I promised her a signed copy of the book. Good for her. You know, I've been meaning to ask, if I may, what do you need the pearls for exactly? I know you're often looking for them, but I was never quite sure why. Well, I'm sure you remember the curse I was bestowed with. Yes, the cursed parasitic rings that amplify your magic to a painful degree. Exactly those. They cause quite a lot of issues for me and my body. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me slowly. Sometimes it feels like the magic is eating away at me, slowly feasting on my organs and nerves. It's tearing me apart from the inside out as it gradually takes my health and life. The protection pearls help me keep the mana in check. They bring it down to manageable levels. It helps the pain a lot. So you're saying you turn the pearls into a drink? Wonderful to see that's your first solution to everything. Yes, on occasion. Mostly I grind them into ink for my tattoos. They're very versatile little beauties. I'm happy you can find some then. Now that I think about it, care to share? I'm sure they'd be great for my drinks. Not so fast. For most people, they just amplify mana to ridiculous and dangerous degrees. And I don't want to be held responsible for the chaos your patrons could cause. However, maybe I can offer you something less extreme, but still energizing. Here. Is this your infamous coffee recipe? After all these years, you finally trust me with it? It's time. I think you can finally make it without poisoning someone. Do my best. Thank you, Min. Perhaps it will also help you keep your promises in time. Anyhow, I think we're due to take our leave. Need to make some ink? It's something like that. Plus, I promised Casket and Kane we'd be checking if any primordial tennis balls got washed up by the flood. I think I might have never seen some of the bushes. Papaya might be able to make you some moss balls. Yeah, we could say that. What a perfect excuse to catch up with her. She around? More frequently recently. It's nice. A miracle she still comes around after you exercised her favorite bog body. We were young and inexperienced. It happens. That it does. It was lovely to see you again, innkeeper. Likewise. Best of luck on your journey. Don't forget to send me a copy of that book. I'll do my very best. I know you will, friend. I know you will. All right, time for nighttime. Oh, the day is already over. I thought there was going to be a nighttime guest who may show up, or patron. "27th of the astral moon, remnants." All right, before we continue, I need to go to the restroom, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I am back. All right, so we will probably finish this day, and we're gonna call it a night after that. Yeah, this has been going quite longer than I expected. Oh, Jade, welcome back. Was their quest successful? When have I ever failed? Well, you do look surprisingly unbloodied. Also, hello, Kumo. Kumo? Who's Kumo? That guy. New name, I'm guessing? No. No names here. Never had a name. Don't even know what names are. Am I just supposed to go along with that? You're supposed to make me a drink. Then we can talk. Fair enough. What can I get you? I've still got plans after this, but Onyx is pretty tired. So give me something that'll get her to keep up with my speed if I have her sip. Anything for Onyx. This cute little turtle. He's cute. Alright, let's see what we can do here. This one needs a little bit more agility. It should be. Swift strike. Wait. Oh. Oh. Swift strike. Excellent. not charisma. Oops. Maybe this? Yeah. Nope. Let's see. None of that. That's too much. That's a little too much. No, that's too much. Let's see. No. Right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. A drink for Onyx and you, but mostly Onyx. Not too bad. Concerning that to see you know me so well. Being a regular does have its perks. So, names? Let's start with the story first. You know those, right? You know it. I'll spare you the details of my journey to Borkum, though I did miss the chance to make some extra money along the way. Everyone thought I was the right woman for their jobs. They helped me with the quest too. Squeezed a good description of the renegade parents out of some rent dune merchant who was in a deep dispute with a blue-crowned elephant. I'd love to hear that story, actually. Not my problem. Asking a couple of pointed questions got me to the inn of the deadbeats were staying at. Problem with the people is, you can't exactly kill them in broad daylight. With monsters, you'd be thanked for doing so. But with people, you gotta be patient. So I did what anyone would have done in my situation. I posed as a tour guide. And they believed you? Sure did. Iniko was right. Your drinks are great for pulling scams. Happy to hear that. I offered them a tour of the nearby Watton Sea. Led them to an area I knew was shunned by actual tour guides because of the unpredictable tides. Give them a spiel about how a battle of the Order of the Starlight took place there, yada yada yada. Pretty soon their eyes were glued to some starfish playing in the mud. It was the perfect opportunity to get it over with quickly. Obviously, I wasn't just going to kill them. They needed a chance to run. But I had to scare them first. I raised my spear right up above my head and was about to go for a warning strike when I heard this zinging sound. I deflected the knife when it was flung my way at the last second, and it shattered against the ground. All three of us turned and saw this cloaked echo reaching for another knife. He had his hood pulled up, knives and daggers strapped all over his body. Even the air seemed to go darker around him. It looked like a real shadow bane. I trained under them. Impressive. Those deadbeats thought I was protecting them from him. Should have seen the look on their faces when I said I was there to kill them. I turned back, wanted to refocus my warning strike, but I was interrupted by a simple stop. It was said in this deep, raspy, incredible fake voice that sounded like some sort of proper degenerate. That's Kumo, isn't it? That's Kumo, isn't it? Oh my god. That is Kumo. God damn it. Likely the two bums thought we were fighting about who'd get to kill them. Their approach to such a situation was to immediately try and bribe us. I told them to shut it. They asked me what I wanted, if it wasn't money or words. So I turned to our little Shadowbane and asked what he wanted. But he just stood there, quietly. Can't blame him. There's a little scarier. There's a little scarier than your parents. So you helped them with the decision? Not exactly. I walked over him and handed my spear. She said, "This is your choice. Make it." It felt like she was passing some of her courage on to me. He stepped forward, my spear in his hands, and took off his hood. I'll spare you the details. They recognized him, of course. Oh god, this has, alright. Oh, that was gone. Surprised is one way to put it. When they talked, they sounded so... like they thought I had died. You could have. They left you. Wanted to say something. Anything. Yell. Tell them to get lost. Scream at them for what they'd done to me. But all that came out was, "Why did you leave?" Their silence went on for so long. It would have been longer if those tides hadn't come rushing in. You did kind of walk into that one. Kind of. Luckily, I was quick. Got all of us up on some muddy rock that the waves couldn't reach. How long were you up there for? A couple of hours. If there's a lot of time to talk. Did you? Yes. A lot. For example, did you know the primordial flood was caused by the pyre erupting? The pyre? I mean the biggest volcano in all of Asteria, nestled right in Leviathan's domain? Yeah. Apparently it erupted and then collapsed, covered all the primordial sea in ash, and set off a tsunami. It should not be doing that. No. Do you think powerful magic was afoot? Probably not. What uses a giant tsunami to anyone? Maybe they wanted to be wet? Probably not. Also, that's not the best use of that word here, buddy. Are tsunamis and their causes all you and your parents talked about? No. Mostly we talked about the leaving thing. They said not a day went by where they didn't regret what they'd done. I asked why they didn't come back then. They didn't have an answer for that. Mom said she was proud of my knife throwing skills, though. Never thought they'd apologized. They own up to all of it, as awful as it was, and planned for that. They wanted to make up everything and be a part of my life. They also said it was up to me, and what I wanted. What do you want? Family. Is that stupid? No, it's not. So you forgave them? No, not yet. I have to see if they actually mean what they said first. Can't trust them right now. We don't really know each other anymore. Who knows if we'll get along? But they did say they want to get to know me. And I think I might like that too. They're just so different. It feels like I'm angry at people that don't exist anymore. You're still allowed to be angry. Even if they changed, they hurt you. Neither forgiveness nor forgetting is required. It just feels unfair. Like I'm harboring resentment for ghosts. But I'll try to be honest with them. I owe that to myself. Plus, Jane threatened to decapitate them if they ever hurt me again. They'd stand no chance. None. Can I have a drink now, too? Sure, let's trade. Right. A secret? No, a name. I assume Jade didn't know you as Kumo because your parents didn't call you that. Correct. What did they call you then? Oh, please. Please tell me this is his true name. I'm not. I'll trade you my name. Just give the guy a drink. Your first name? Those are quite precious in Maida, right? Very. See it as a secret to trade for. I'm listening. Ulysia. A beautiful name. I don't respond to flattery, but thank you. It's definitely better than mine. Yours fit too. It does not. If you say so. So, not Ulysia? What would you like in exchange? Maybe something that'll stop me from choking on my words? Guess I have to do more of this emotional thing. I definitely got something for that. Man, we're still getting even more character development for not Ulysia. It's another name added to his list. Okay, 1,000 wins. Gotta get that charisma. Here you are. Some fluid emotional vulnerability. Tastes a lot better than it sounds. Feels a lot better, too. Maybe. I still need to call you something else, though, if Kumo is out. It is. What have you got for me, then? I don't. I'm running out of names. Jade, can I? Nope. My name. Fine. How about... Dave? You know what? Sure. I'll go with that. I'm pretty proud of you, Dave. For everything you've gone through and for choosing what's right for you. Thank you. Do you need a hug? May have already gotten one from Jade. Speaking of me, I've got to go. I want to check in with Grace and her goons. See you around, air boy. See you around, Alicia. What about you? Care to linger a little longer? I need some time to think all this over. Maybe even feel it, too. Is Fable back yet? I think cheesecake would make for a great distraction right about now. No, I thought you maybe ran into them on the way back. I didn't. So Melly isn't back yet either? No, I'm afraid not. Cool. Great. I guess I'll talk to Carolyn. Your parents? Maybe. Do you think they still love me? I don't know. I hope they do. Hope they'll love you well. But I don't know. I do know that other people love you. And that if your parents fail to live up what you deserve, you won't be loved any less. I'd like to believe that. Sometimes I just think, if even my own parents could leave me, anyone can. Don't measure your worth by the actions of the people that hurt you. Nothing good can come from that. Well said, actually, Innkeeper. I actually agree. I'm very thankful to have met you. Anyway, I'm also part of the night, or whatever. So I must go. Farewell. See you soon. Chaos Protocol. Ooh, that sounds kind of interesting. I don't know. It's getting a little bit late and we've been at it for 3 hours now. But the title does sound very exciting. I'm not sure if this is going to be a long one or not. Let me see now. Oh, I didn't notice the Twitch chat. Hello, Ezra. Welcome. I am here indeed. Let me think. Shall we continue or shall we keep it for next time? I mean, probably won't take too long. I did say the last, previous day was going to be the last one. But, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. That title is way too intriguing. There she is! It's Melly! I knew she was gonna be okay. Innkeeper, surprise! Oh, what was that? Okay. Nice to see that you're back. Is Fable with you? No! Should they be? They were looking for you. They aren't a very good detective then. I'm happy to see you're well, Melly. Everyone was very worried about you. Why? I'm great at taking care of myself. You are? Where have you been all this time? Investigating things, obviously. Like the flood. My investigation led me to Moria. Or more like, they did. Nico, Voy, and Hex, I mean. I followed them to Moria. We were talking about mysteries and puzzles. And I'm trying to solve a mystery, so I couldn't let the opportunity pass me by. You're lucky. People usually pay a lot of money to spend time with me. Why? Because I'm like famous? But I didn't go there because of you. I was following clues. Okay. I didn't follow them all the way into the tower. After my last encounter with a wizard, I've had enough. Where's Hex anyway? You know, doing wizard things. Like studying? Yeah, it's giving depression, TBH. He immediately wanted to check out the spells we found. Oh, he seemed pretty disheartened. How come? Not sure. Because he didn't find what he was looking for. Maybe because the world's greatest treasure was already traveling with it. What would that be? Me? Never mind. He told us to keep us an eye out for any time magic razzle-dazzle. Well, we found nothing. At least you managed to get inside and return safely. Yeah, the way there was easy peasy. We got there thanks to Nico pulling off a shape-shifting trick and pretending to be a merchant. Stole some guy's coat and face and used the reputation to secure us a boat ride to Moria. Said I wanted to meet with a real estate agent in the Magocracy to buy the island. I told him to pick us up in a week or so, and then we'd be far gone. What happened once you reached the island? A burning tower happened. What? It was an accident. It was fun. It was like fireworks. You must have stored some magnesiums in the attic. Smart of you to give Hex some fire resistance, else that son of a gun would have gone up in flames. Let's start at the beginning. Fireballs taste better with a dramatic setup. You're right. I should have eaten the fireball. That's not inspiring as you, Spoyo. Thanks. Before you continue, I'm kind of thirsty. Could I have a drink? Something that tastes like smartness and wisdom. Gotcha. Alright, let's see what kind of drink. It needs more brain power. So we will be going for this one. Silent Owl. maybe this one. Oh, that's a little too wild. Now let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that feather. Wee. I'll probably use this. Perfect. Let's add. Oh no charisma, no charisma. We'll add a little bit of power. Yeah, this should be good. And a little bit here. There we go. Silent owl. This is great. You're really good at picking up clues. Okay, so picture this. We got to Moria. It's Moria? Oh, I misread this. It's Morlia. Ah, I almost read that as a small I, but it's an L. God damn it. No, that's fine. We got to Morlia, an island so small it's basically the tower's wild backyard. You know why I actually saw that as Moria? Because I was reminded by the character of the same name from the last play. You know, super underrated SNK fighting game. It's pretty good. As I walked between the crystalline roses, I expected to see secret passageways hiding behind every corner. I almost brought you back a rose. Yeah, every time voice speaks, this bombastic music shows up. Why didn't you? I thought you would like it. I would have. Oh, okay, that's, moving on. The tower itself reached so high, I thought it might be reaching out to kiss the moon itself. It was really tilted at about a 5-degree angle. I measured it with my paws. The bricks were still wet. I'm sure the tsunami shook its foundation. Would think the waves would have done us a favor and knocked down the door, but nope. That locked door was the first challenge. Inko's lockpicks broke. Seemed like a skill issue. Broke? Skill issue? Bro, the door ate my lockpicks. Ah, a door mimic. A classic first step to securing your establishment. You talk like you've seen one before. Have you ever tried to open my door when the inn's closed? No. If you do, don't use any lockpicks and take care of your fingertips. So, how did you get inside? Brute force. Together we were able to pull the door up enough to break off its hinges. Together? You didn't really do much of anything, man. Just told us, you can do it, guys, while hiding behind a bush. It worked, didn't it? Anyways, they crashed through and landed on their faces. Swoosh! An axe flew past our heads. Earth's traps. I walked in after them and then immediately slipped on the wet floor. But no show is ever lost due to a faux pas. It merely makes you more sympathetic to the audience. Except for the lock. I believe it's lost its sympathy completely. You have played it a song instead. Maybe next time, boyo. After Hex figured out how to time getting past that swinging axe, we explored the tower. It was so much taller and bigger on the inside. Like a pocket dimension. So freaking cool. Except the tower can't really fit in your pocket. Bet. Hex walked ahead. Guy was really distracted. You didn't even listen to my poem about the symbiotic relationship between axe and door. For a long time, we didn't even count anything. Just a long hallway. No doors, only a bunch of strange paintings. Of course, most hallways can't go forever, so eventually we reached a staircase. After what felt like 5.5 minutes. Eternity. Meanwhile, I was outside investigating the flora and fauna. Everything was peculiar, like it was all from another world. Colors were different, very blue and almost spectral. And there was a lot of spider webs or yarn, not sure which. Suddenly, the ground shook and almost knocked me off my feet. Who could have guessed there were pressure plates on those stairs? When I stood up on my tiptoes to cut off a golden cord that would have made for a great belt, I stepped on a pressure plate and triggered an explosion and... clunk! The whole staircase began crumbling down into a pit of nothingness. Bit by bit, starting from the bottom. I rushed upwards to safety, away from the weird wizard abyss. But Hex stumbled backwards as the ground gave way beneath him. I grabbed his hand before he fell, but I'm not as strong as I look. My muscles, along with the courage in my heart, were failing us. Suddenly, I felt a pull on my collar and someone dragged us up the stairs, away from our certain doom. You know, I was thinking about what else might have been waiting up there, and going at it alone, I could have got lost. Thank you for saving us, Nico. No problem, boy. Don't get used to it. Didn't you expect a trap like that? After all, a great wizard would want to protect their treasure. I guess we're a little distracted by all the gold hanging from the walls. The staircase ended in a wondrous library that spiraled endlessly higher on the tower's inside walls. We lost Hex at the bottom, in the first rows of books. A lot of them were drenched. Didn't seem like the tower was waterproof. There was still the primordial water dripping from somewhere above. We couldn't make it out of the ceiling. Tried to reach it though. The second story of the spiral staircase library had 3 paths leading the way. Each path ended in a door, and the 3 doors were closed, marked with runes or paintings or rusty old locks. Called for Hex in like 10 minutes, went without a response. So he started looking around. But they were just books. And books. And spell scrolls. Don't forget about the scroll in the glass cabinet. That one looked fun. Ugh. I knew Hex was looking for spells, so I called him again. As soon as I mentioned an oddly floating scroll, he came running, sprinting upwards, staring at the glass case. He already had another scroll tucked into his coat. Honestly, I was expecting him to be carrying half the library at this point, but I guess that would have been too heavy for him. Of course the stupid glass case was also a puzzle. Had no lock, no lid, no nothing, just glass and a gold frame. The scroll itself was a glowing up, promising brood. I suggested breaking the glass. This gave me his finest death glare. So, he investigated the puzzle himself. While they were doing boring side quests, I made sure to stuff my pockets. Found a jeweled silver paperweight shaped like a bird that could make for a great blunt weapon. He was too scared we'd destroy the scroll by triggering another contraption, so he suggested we look around at the adjacent rooms. The riddle doors. Riddle doors that Hex quickly figured out. Sure, a few books got burned, but it was nothing compared to what could have happened. I still don't get what he's talking about. Me neither, to be honest. We are the brains of the operation, so... Speak for yourself, pretty boy. I think the puzzle had to do with some of the books in the library. Putting on them in the right order or something. Unlock the compartments. That held passwords to get into the rooms. And we had to do that for each door. It was so lame. It was kind of exciting, seeing Hex hop up and down the stairs looking for the right books. First password was password. The second password was passwords, the password. That's a lot of passing. That's a lot of words about passing. Oh my god. And the third one was passwords past the password's password? You wish. But no. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this wizard security system is pretty messed up. And that's what Sir Losted Wizard made us skim the whole library for. One of the rooms was an alchemy lab. Another was a study full of crazy inventions and books. And the third one was a gym. A gym? Yup. As soon as we had opened all the doors, the whole tower began to shake and rumble again. Now it's your turn to tell the story, Melly. Of course. Snooping through the garden, I found a weirdly shaped stone. It's glistening in the sunlight and caught my attention. I picked it up to investigate it further and sort of didn't see the rope attached to it. As if I pulled out some hidden support beam, the whole tower began to rumble. Carefully, I put the shiny stone back, but nothing changed. The tower kept rumbling like it was awakening from a deep slumber. You made us think we screwed up the riddle. Technically, we can't prove a correlation. It could have very well screwed up. Doesn't matter who screwed up. Mishaps make for better stories. Think. The whole tower started turning on its own axis. The bricks were grinding against each other. Finally, something thrilling. It was as though all the traps were activated at the same time. Like a scalded cat, X rushed into the wizard's study to grab as many papers as he could. The bookshelves of the library leaned forward and unhinged from the walls as they crashed downwards into the abyss, revealing a dark void behind them. Nightmarish creatures started crawling out of the void. They looked like bats made of stone. They reminded me of my auntie's place. We tried to fight them off, but there were too many, even for me. The tower has turned into a living machine, trying its hardest to get rid of us. I had to retreat to the alchemy lab. X joined us last minute, pocket full of papers. That nerd. And he cast a fireball right at the monsters in front of us. Obviously, the library caught on fire and the ensuing shockwaves sent us tumbling backwards. I knocked over a vial of shimmering red liquid that I had set aside to taste test. With no windows in the room, we were trapped inside while the fire closed in on us. I felt the heat licking my skin and singeing my hair. Then, that red shimmering liquid that I knocked over caught fire as well. It started building up pressure in the room like an overloaded valve. It was only a matter of time until we'd explode into pieces. X screamed something about me, to me about playing a note, the clearest one I'd ever played. I was so confused. A he had already succumbed to the fumes. Then Inako reminded me, ethereal bamboo. So I took my hay gun, put my fingers to the strings. With the physical pressure of an explosion combined with the mental pressure of having to do it right, he was damn darn nervous. Yup. Hex tried to keep away the fire from us, but I didn't reach out to any of his spells. It was breaking up, consuming them. So I took a page out of Boy Boy's book and started yelling encouraging words at him. You weren't too bad at it, ish. Still took me 3 tries to get the right note and rip open a port of the ethereal being. It was insane. Suddenly, time stood still. Everything was frozen over by an odd spectral blue shimmer. Like one on the plants. Just as we heard the sizzle of an impending explosion, we were pulled into the rift I had just created. Whoosh! And we were swirling in the sea of white blues and whites. Time was going very slowly, but not at all. We jumped off the tower. No walls could stop us anymore. Or so we thought, till one collapsed on top of us. Everything turned dark. We awoke on the north side of the island. Smoke was rising into the sky. The tower was in shambles. Oh, it sure was. After I put the stone back, it all happened so fast. The tower coiled around itself and started ascending into the sky. And suddenly, 3 explosions rattled the building. Boom! The tower was obliterated to pieces, blue and white lights flying into the air. Somewhere in the distance, 3 silhouettes fell from the sky. It was great to have a friendly face be the first thing we saw. Should have been our clue to relax, but my man Hex was committed to finding anything he could in the ashes. Didn't even say hello to me. And guess what he found? The crazy Ridley glass case. Not one scratch on it. The scroll was floating in there, in perfect serenity. Hex took it, because he said he'd never figure out how to open it once we were back on the mainland. Couldn't really rescue much else of value. Except this particular little trinket. Thought it might fit your tavern. I honestly have no clue what it is. Looks like an orrery to me. What kind of berry? An ori. They show different realms and how they're intertwined with each other. That's what it is. Cream. Some gears seem to be missing, though. Although I have no clue which realms it's supposed to represent. Well, it's yours now. Hope. Thanks. Other than that, the spell scroll in Hex's pocket made it out alive too. Lucky nerd. He was so disappointed. Said he needed to take a breather. I continued investigating traces in the sand. A new set of footsteps had appeared. Thought it was perhaps the wizard had returned. Then I heard hushed voices. Someone was talking to Hex. Huh? Interesting. Did you travel as a group of 4 after all? I mean, 5? Nah. When I peeked around the tree, I just saw Hex sitting by the shore, gazing far into the horizon. All by himself. Maybe it was my imagination after all. When Hex finally graced us with his presence again, I was roasting marshmallows over the fire. They weren't the only thing that was fire. But you're making less sense to me. All the treasures was gone, except for what we had in our pockets. Oh, figuring out that my Hagum could do that was the biggest treasure of the day. Yeah, that was so cool. That does sound very cool. Out of curiosity, how did you manage to get back? Jade saved us. We tried to recruit her, but the party didn't have time. But she decided to follow up after her other quest was done. Well, there wasn't any loot to share, but hey, at least we had a ride back. I'm sorry that you didn't get what you wanted. I mean, Nico and I had fun. I just think that Hex was disappointed. You'll be okay. He's smart. He'll figure out whatever spell he needed from the wizard himself. I'm sure he will. Though, do you think the Magocracy will be upset if we destroyed that very valuable treasure house? Dunno. Don't care. What a story. Can't wait to share it with Archie. I'll be on my way now. Gotta check up on Hex and make sure he didn't accidentally took a book mimic home. You coming with Nico? Sure thing. Sure thing. So long, Innkeep. Goodbye, Innkeeper. Don't miss me too. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed. I'm glad you're back. You're making me sound like I was lost or kidnapped. I was just investigating without telling anyone. I don't need to tell anyone where I'm going. People care about you, Melly. They get worried if they don't know where you are. Oh, I'm not used to that. But I care about people too, like you. That's good to hear. There they are. Melly. Hi, Blade. Hi, Dave. Oh, that name is so outdated. You're back! I am. Did you miss me? Did I? I was just very worried. What? You called me Melly. What about it? Never done that before. I'm sure I have. You even said you'd never call me Melly. I'm just glad you're back. Welcome back to my tavern, Dave. That's a cute one. Yeah, I got it. On my latest request. Yeah, I got it. On my latest quest. Dave, you made a good choice. I also went on a quest. Well, at first I wanted to find the moon swamps. You know, the mysterious magical swamp that is said to be magically hidden and only appears in foggy but starry nights. I heard there's somewhere in the moon swamp near the portal to the Twilight Chasm. And did you find anything? No. I did find some weird way markers of those bosses that seem to lay somewhere. They had to do not touch written on them, and the paint even seemed fresh. So it looked like the perfect clue. But then, suddenly, there were just gallons of water everywhere. Luckily, I got away quick, and since I was already there, as Fasoa's best detective, it was my duty to discover the flood's origin. Well, at first I was more of a stowaway than a detective, and I couldn't figure out what. Don't storm off like that ever again, you understand? I was so worried about, and no one knew anything about your whereabouts. Oh no. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. It's just, I haven't cared about anyone in so long. And with you and Fable both suddenly gone, I didn't know what to do. I thought you didn't care. After you went away, even though I asked you to be more careful, I thought maybe you didn't want to be my trusty assistant after all. So I went to investigate alone. I'm sorry for leaving. It's alright. I'm used to people leaving and not coming back. Aww. I do care, Melly. I'm just new to this whole honesty thing. I'm kinda new to this whole empathy thing. Yeah, I figured. If you'd like, I could fix you a drink to help you find your words again. Don't know if I'm up for trading another secret in exchange. It's on me today. We got enough to worry about. So, let me see what I can do for you. Alrighty, guys. I think this would pretty much be a good place to stop. We had some pretty good, that's a pretty good character development happening again this weekend. Again, it's coming from Dave, who has the many names, by finding out his parents are still alive. And we even have a bit of a confrontation with Fable. They seemed pretty adamant in order to save Melly, who actually turns out to be fine. I hope they don't get lost and they'll be okay, though. We'll see. We'll see the next time we play this. And anyway, guys, thank you all for watching tonight, either live or via the archives. Tomorrow we'll be playing Guilty Gear Strive and we'll be testing out Dizzy. Yeah, it's been quite a while, I think, since Xrd that Dizzy was a playable character. I think Xrd Revelator, I think she was added during Revelator, I'm not sure. But it was definitely in Revelator. I don't remember when exactly, but it's definitely there. And she's got some new stuff alongside the new good-looking outfit. Looks really good on her. Very regal, very fitting of a queen, which is why even in the game itself, she is referred to as Queen Dizzy, not just Dizzy, Queen Dizzy. Yeah, so if anyone familiar with Guilty Gear knows her story, it was built with suffering ever since she was growing. Ever since she's growing up, and well, now she's in a better place. She has a husband, she has a kingdom, and she has her own kid who likes to eat more than he should. Anyway, guys, please take good care of yourselves. Hope you have a great night, evening, or afternoon, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.